So we're gonna start back Phandalin because that's where we always do that for some reason.
That's where we live.
Yep.
I live in the alleyways.
So in the
Trying to get
alleyways of
between you, my
Phandalin.
lady.
I have been reading a diary that I found in one of the old heroes' rooms.
That's creepy. You're creepy, aren't you?
Which hero?
I believe it's Fenrir. He's got some very...
It looks like he's hardly literate.
Don't upstage my fucking joke. It looks like he's drawn a picture of what appears to be boobs just several times on each page.
At this point, Talon sees you guys.
Some of these are... That's
But this one
good.
says Thursday.
Some of these are actually...
But it's
Quite
obviously
good.
someone else's handwriting.
Can I take that?
Certainly.
Well, guys, it's nice to see you again. I've been doing some research, and I came across this a tome that talked about an old dragon slayer. She killed a green dragon a long time ago, and she was buried with her dragon-slaying sword. It's about a day's ride from here, down at Dragon's Barrow.
I don't use swords.
Well, the sword might be magical, and it could maybe slay this white dragon.
Someone possibly could.
I'm just going to slay it using my mind. If that dragon ever dares to come and attack me.
I'm sure it would be no match for you.
No match for the Rat King.
Aye. Or the Stalker.
Shark-kissed.
It's going to be about a day's ride out of here.
I am prepared for it. We have enough rations, so I think we've...
Yeah,
I bought 10 days worth, and I've only got like 3 days.
and they're supplying us with rations at the Talon's Roost. That chef is. Although he does ask me a lot of questions.
Like what?
What are the summer companions up to? What were we doing? What have we found?
Yes,
Stuff
they're
like
summer
that.
companions.
He's nosy or he's bored.
The group that we are all part of.
Yeah, the group we're all part of. Exactly, like
All
he
of
said.
us.
He's very inquisitive, you say?
He just asks a lot of questions. He's bored.
Possibly.
Not spying.
I doubt it. What's he spying on? Us killing a dragon?
It is a very quiet town. There's probably nothing ever happens here except for it gets attacked by the occasional dragon.
He could be working for the Centaurum.
He also talks a lot about that Fenrir guy. Okay?
I've
and
detected
Knucklehead
some
Trout and
activity
shit.
in this area.
Yeah,
Oh, he's the chef that
yeah,
was...
he's the chef. He works.
He's
He's
from
been
up
there.
there,
Yeah, he's
that
been there for
area.
years. Don't worry about it. I shouldn't even said anything.
You and your conspiracy theories again.
The Centaurum aren't the ones you have to worry about. It's the lizard folk.
They always like to lay in the sun. You notice that?
When they're not in their skin suits.
Who doesn't, though, right? Am I... no? Alright.
Vampires, they don't. But don't worry, I've got a fix for them, too. Everybody said I was crazy when I started eating nothing but garlic for weeks. But guess who's never been attacked by a vampire since that day?
You're also never going to get to see any of the real you-know-whats smelling like that. And he points at Fenrir's book.
Some of these are realistic enough on their own.
Tordick, what is he pointing at? What is in that book?
It's a book of boobs that Fenrir
Oh.
apparently
Fenrir's
illustrated.
book.
Very
of
mature.
boobs.
Very mature.
Yeah.
Yes.
Apparently he was quite the illustrator.
The more I hear these heroes, the more I do not believe they were heroes.
The barbarian tribes do like to draw things on the walls of their caves, I hear. Some tribes. I'm not sure about anything about this Fenrir, but he obviously gained some skill in that. I suppose it's not hard to make 3 circles, though.
These are 4.
I don't even want to know the explanation behind that one.
So you guys would mount up, get on your horses, head out. It's going to be a 24-hour trip.
Regulators, mount up.
The nipple there, in the boots.
What?
Here we go again on our own.
Maybe he's never seen real.
You're 75 years old. You've never seen boobs.
I think they're talking about Fenrir.
Oh, you don't think Fenrir's ever seen real boobs?
This is Thor. I'm sure we can debate this on the travels. Would you guys like to camp out and have some time together, or we push on through? Say you guys camped and rested up.
Pen and paper. I'm gonna get to the bottom of this.
This is travel banter.
I'm just like brushing Fern as we, that's my horse's name, and
Seeing a
Oh
pattern
my
here.
god.
nah, I'm ready to go. Let's go.
You still out?
Oh, Fern, is that your ex's name? What, did
Perhaps
she leaf you?
That was a good one.
Perhaps
Thank
when
you.
this is all
That
done,
was
we
a good
can
one for you.
branch out
I
and
don't
help
get
you
it.
find her again.
Oh, it's another one.
I don't get that either.
You're all on fire, as they say. You should stop your careers as adventurers and become comedians.
I don't know. A career as a comedian
He had a
sounds kind of
girlfriend
seedy.
named Fern.
Seedy?
And now he has a horse named Fern.
Thank you.
It's just a special name.
I mean, elves and, horses, I guess that wouldn't be that taboo.
Oh, is that where the name stems
Natural.
from?
If you're suggesting to them that elves mate with horses, let's not start talking about underground grubs and nugs
You
and
may
everything else that you all
Don't
your
forget
people
goats.
have
You
under-
think,
Yes,
you
goats.
think elves mate with horses? Nay.
I think I'm
I
going to
whinny
ride.
at the thought.
I think I'm going to ride ahead about 60 feet away from you.
And you guys ride and you ride, and then night falls, and it's time to camp, where you guys can continue your fine conversation. I'm sure you set up traps and everything's locked
I've also
down.
purchased a tent between here and then too.
Oh, okay.
I realized I didn't have a tent on hand, so in case it rains again.
Sure. Oh, yes.
So this time it's if it's not raining though, I don't need to set it up.
Sprinkling and stuff like that. 'Cause,
Well, then we will set it up.
Yeah, I would set it up. It could get worse, depending on what my paper says here in a minute. I'm about to get you up-to-date weather.
All right, the weather support.
Now here's the DM with the weather.
A cold wind blowing in from the coast assails them for most of the trip, bringing occasional rain. Hey, I pretty much called that shit. And you guys have reached your camp. You guys are in front of the fire or by your tent. You hear a rustling, which is really weird after you talk about fucking a horse.
Maybe elves do fuck horses.
A centaur.
God damn it!
How else does that happen?
You can see a centaur on the outskirts of your camp.
What's the explanation for this?
Wilkins, hush. You're going to insult.
His father was half elf,
I put my hand
and his mother was half horse. He's got two halves of both.
I scream at you in my mind. Stop it.
I didn't think you
You're
really
going
did it.
to insult a centaur, and that is not wise.
You can see he's weaponless. He has no weapons.
He doesn't even have any weapons.
Say greetings.
Yeah, he's got his hands up, letting you know. He knows you guys can see him.
He's got a spear, though. I see it.
Listen. Do you want to fuck him or not, Chad?
What would that look like?
I'm not going to ask him how he wants to do this.
No. Let me get my character sheet up here.
Would it be ironic if his name is Fern?
It would be.
My name's Fern.
My name's Firm.
Yeah.
I greet him in Sylvan.
Okay. If I was a good DM, I would know that he can speak that.
I have no idea if he can. I'm just testing the shit out to
I
see
think
if it
they speak
works.
centaur.
He does. You speak my language. Greetings. May I come to your fire? It seems warm.
You are well met.
And he walks up there, and he speaks common. Greetings, everyone. Thank you for letting me come to your fire. I don't get too many people out here, especially since the orcs have been ravaging the land.
They seem to have gotten all around.
Have their numbers increased in this area?
Yes, the woods are overrun with orcs in league with half-orc spellcasters.
Is it the Talos orcs, or is it the...
I seen strange paintings upon them, upon the half-orc spellcasters, deep in the forest. It's driven my people away.
Are your people in a safe place now?
We are scattered, but we are alive. I see you here at Dragon Barrow. I've seen many strange watchlights hovering over Dragon Barrow at night. I believe the hill is haunted with restless spirits of the dead.
We were unaware of this. Thank you for the warning.
What are you doing here, if I might ask?
We've come from Phandelvin. Been affected by the dragon. I don't know if you've seen the white dragon.
Ah, yes. I've seen her flying about.
We are searching for a tomb where a warrior is buried who might have a weapon that would help us defeat the dragon.
You are close. I will avoid it. I don't... Like I said, I saw the spirits flying at night above it. But you're close. Is it possible if I waited here after you've completed your quest that we could go check of the house that orcs are also staying at? Perhaps if I could find more of my kind, we can aid you.
That would be most appreciated. We can help. The dragon, if it is slain, I believe that the orcs will not have a foothold in these areas anymore.
I have noticed their numbers have been cut down greatly. Someone's been culling the horde.
The dragon partially is responsible for that. But I believe that their god, Talos, might be somewhat in league with this dragon, seeing that it possesses the power over the control of one of Talos's many weapons, which is the power of the storm and ice.
Dark magic.
All in bed together. As you know, Talos is the absolute opposite of the wonderful nature's gift.
Well, your fire is welcoming, your company is good. I will stay here, and perhaps afterwards I could take you to the manor where I've seen the creatures, and we can bring maybe an end to this orc invasion.
That would be most desirable.
Yeah.
What is your name, Centaur?
Is Xanath, the centaur.
I am Navik de Lune de Lyle Novasik, but my call sign is West Star. You may refer to me as that.
Yes.
This is the Rat King,
Hello.
He smells of it.
and this is Tordek, and his girlfriend.
I
don't know if that's...
I look at both of you and smile real big when I say it.
We pray together.
His prayer partner. Her name is Shan Jan Kwan.
Shan Kwan.
Pleasure to meet you. I have never met a centaur. It pleases me to be the first. Pleases me to be your first.
I don't think I've met a centaur either.
What do you know of the giant menace?
Well,
Has that affected your people as well?
it's been quite a year. There's been plagues, giants, dragons, orcs, half-orcs. Before that was red brands. It's been...
It almost
crazy.
seems like the world is coming to some sort of catalyst. Almost as if there's some dark shadow behind it all.
Yeah, darkness is rising for sure.
I believe everything that happens here is just written for somebody's entertainment.
What do you mean by that? What?
They're just playing with us.
Us suffering is entertainment.
Who is playing with us?
I don't know. I can't see very well past the grid. But I believe there are some wizards on some far-off coast who are just planning and plotting against us. Coming up with different things for us to face off against.
Are you referring to the gods?
I wouldn't call them gods. Vicious, two-faced pricks, maybe.
I'm sorry for my friend's colorful language. It is as foul as his smell. But you haven't seen him cast a spell before. That's even worse.
I just bathed in the ocean like 2 days ago.
His words translate into my realm when he says vicious gods, and as into, we say neckbeard.
Ah.
That makes sense.
The elves just call these people toxic. Sorry. I just made a Britney Spears joke. Do you know her? She's a famous bard.
Britney Spears?
Yes.
She sounds like a warrior.
From Cormier.
Oh.
I thought it was a brand of spear maker.
No. She is a famous bard from Cormier.
Interesting.
Saneth, sometimes they do this. They will talk in circles.
Oops, I did it
Learn to
again.
ignore them. And the night goes by.
Okay.
You
I
guys-
laughed so hard I gave myself an asthma attack.
That joke was in the back pocket waiting.
Wow.
A 30-foot high hill rises ahead of you. Its top is too flat to be a natural occurrence. Jutting from the grassy hilltop is a row of 10-foot tall, bone-white rocks that arch towards the stormy sky like outstretched talons.
Careful, Wilkins.
I'd like to touch the stone white rock.
Okay. It's a stone white rock.
I'd like to taste the stone white rock.
You lick your hand.
No, I lick the rock.
Okay. Tastes salty. Little grimy.
Yep. That's a rock.
What type of rock is it? Can I tell?
Stone white.
Proficiency and such things.
It appears that it's been brought here. It's not natural for this place. It's like ornated. It's been set up, but the rocks have been placed here,
But
naturally occurring.
it's not bone.
No.
Because if
natural.
you lick a bone, your tongue sticks to it. If you lick a rock, your tongue does not stick to it. That's something I learned in geology class.
Wilkins says in a young man's voice.
That's how he sounds when he communicates telepathy. Because his voice, his inside voice isn't aged. So he just sounds like me.
There you go. Can I see if I know anything about the placement of these stones that would be advantageous to the arcane arts?
Can you do an arcana check? Is what you're asking, basically.
You can do an insight check. You don't have a good lay of the land from your perspective, so it would be with disadvantage. If you get a better view, you might be able to get regular roll.
Is there high ground?
Did you want a better view?
Yes, I do.
How would you go about that?
I can really waste a spell.
If only
No.
someone could fly, right?
Is there something to climb up? Or
Oh, no,
anything
it's
at the hill?
a flat hill.
Hmm.
The only thing to climb up are the rocks.
Well, then why don't you go up into the air and look at it from the sky?
I don't know. Maybe just make a check and see what happens.
No, because it's a natural one.
You just don't have the right perspective.
Well, I'm proficient in insight. Can I see if I can figure it out?
It would be with disadvantage, being where you're at.
I rolled a 19 and an 18.
No, you don't.
And I add 5 to that, so 23 total.
You notice the hills seem stacked in a strange way. If you could get a different perspective, you could probably ascertain what this
We can
structure
go higher
is.
and look down. Is there a way to walk up higher or no?
It's flat hills.
Oh, but you said hills were stacked differently.
No, they're yeah, you already came up the hills.
have to go to the sky.
The ground is kind of rough around it. The ground makes a pattern.
Hold on.
The ground makes a pattern.
I'll stand up.
Hold on.
I'm going to climb to the top of one of the rocks and just kind of look out over the land. Oh, shit. He won't stand up there.
Yes, it will.
I should bring sticky tack with me. Just pretend he's up there.
Yes, you notice the land is silhouetted to like it's the shape of a dragon. So you got like wings and a tail and a head. So you would imagine that this is
Like the
vertebrae.
spines, like the spines, yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I licked it, because I thought it would be bone.
Mm-hmm.
This is the burial site. The land is... What's the word I'm looking for? When you do landscaping.
Sculpted?
Sculpted. Oh, sculpted is a good word. Sculpted to
Resemble.
resemble the visage of a dragon.
It just happens that one stone you climb up, but when you went up, you see there's like a hollowness underneath it, like almost like a doorway you could go in.
Underneath that stone? that you
Yes,
went
it
up?
would be
Oh.
blocking the doorway.
I will use my magnifying glass to inspect it to see if it looks like it might be booby trapped.
Don't even roll. This does not look booby trapped. It looks like it's been covered by this stone.
We need to perhaps work together to move the stone so that we can reach the door.
I'll stand back here and use my mind. Go ahead, start pushing. I'm helping.
I'm going to use the... And I'm going to use it to try and make a... Like a
Strength
lever.
athletics check.
Is
Like
that
a lever.
pole? Is it a wooden pole?
No, it's not. It's like a metal pole, a metal rod, 10-foot metal rod.
So while they're
We
using
both
their
purchased block and tackle.
Strength.
while they're using their
You never
strength
get to use block and
athletics
tackle.
checks,
How would
Uh-huh.
you use that
I
here?
would
though?
say, can your rod go across two and we tie the rope and then hoist it up?
what?
It's only a 10-foot pole.
Oh, it's only a 10-foot pole.
Well, you guys need to make a strength athletics check to see if you can move the rock. That's what he wants you to do.
Yes, but we're going to use this rod to try and give ourselves a bit of
We
a...
were thinking about
Okay.
using the block and tackle.
You should make the athletics check, though, but I provided you a rod.
Okay.
There you go.
Anyway,
Here, why don't
so
both of y'all roll?
yeah, while
What do
they're
you wanna do? Yeah.
trying to push the rock off with their strength,
Uh-huh.
I'm just going to be standing behind them, going like this,
14's the highest.
but not using any of my telepathy powers at all. I'm just going to be
Athletics.
going, pretending to try to help.
So that would be 19.
19 was the number. You were able to push the rock over, freeing up the doorway. Yes, you're able to open up the doorway.
Sweet.
See a nice hole within to go.
If it wasn't copyright, then the editor of this audio should put in the Zelda opening door sound effect.
You guys open the hatch and you come down the stairs. The smell of just stagnant air. This is a crypt. You know this is a burial area.
I smell it.
Get your marching orders and then we'll go from there. How you want to proceed?
I think she should go first.
And I push the cleric.
God.
I'm just done with her now.
Gentlemen,
Last time we were in a dungeon like this, it was quite dangerous.
Yeah.
and this is a little bit different.
This is all walls here.
This
This is
is a
center,
tomb.
okay?
This is a tomb. It is not a stronghold that was abandoned.
This was locked up, you mean?
Nobody is supposed to come in this place. So they would have put failed safes to keep us out. So don't go charging through any doors or running down any hallways. As he does it.
What?
We will need to proceed with caution, is all I should say.
I can use my divine sense as an action.
I would.
Yeah, within 60 feet. Do I have to roll for that, or it just knows?
It senses what? Evil?
Divine sense, 1 plus charisma modifier
Per day.
Oh, per long rest. Okay. So, as an action, I sense celestials, fiends, undead, consecrated, desecrated, within 60 feet until the end of my next turn. I sense the type, location, if it is not behind total cover.
So it'd only do this room.
You don't sense anything in this room then. How many times can you do that?
Once plus my charisma mod, which would make it 3 times a day.
Alright, so you don't sense anything in this room. I like where your head is there, okay?
Okay. Well, it's 60 feet from me, so.
Yeah.
Anything.
Yeah. I'm good.
What do I see when I come down the hall here?
Alright.
Is that a doorway or is it just open like that?
Let's set it up.
I guess you would put a door there.
Sees it.
No, there's no
Sees it.
doors. There's no doors. No doors. It's a crypt. No doors.
That's
I'm gonna take out my 10-foot pole.
You do see. You got your dim vision, okay? So
Yes.
you got your goggles on. She's the only one who can't see, so she's got to stay with Tordic, okay?
Okay. I
So
got
we'll keep
her
that.
taken.
Yeah, she's got to stay with somebody.
I'm just gonna stack up on the wall here, and I'm looking into this room.
You see 2 sarcophaguses up against the wall.
2 sarcophaguses against the wall here. I've got my 10-foot pole out.
How are you using it?
I want to tap the floor in front of me,
Okay.
trying to find trigger plates
Solid.
as I walk along. I'm just kind of.
I'll just imagine you using that as you walk, okay?
because
I don't want you to
it's 10 foot in front of me, so
Yes.
I can touch the
Yes.
ground in front of
Okay.
me, trying to.
Again, this is a wall, okay? I just didn't feel like putting a wall there.
Stay behind me as I. So you guys are gonna stay like right and follow the path behind me, so that you know that you don't.
She
step
has
on
to
any
stay
traps.
with Tordic, yeah.
I bet she does.
I'm jealous. So jelly.
If everyone wants to gather around the sarcophagus, we can try and examine it to try and determine how it might be opened.
Wake
Or
up.
should we open it? We're trying to find a sword of a buried warrior, so we have to open it.
She'll have a nicer room than this.
Can someone light a torch or something? Do you have light casting abilities at all? No?
No.
I will pull out my lantern and
My
turn it
brain
on.
worm didn't give me any light
I think
powers.
I have a lantern too.
I'm going to ask you to just hold it,
Okay.
and I'm going to use my magnifying glass to look for any suspicious things along the sarcophagus.
It appears suspicious. There's some kind of mechanism attached to it.
I have
You
found
can't
it.
ascertain what the mechanism is.
I might try to use my thieves' tools to deactivate it.
And that hole is you said it's a wall?
Yeah, it's just a wall. I just
Like a
didn't feel-
column, would it be?
Yeah, I would. When they send me my columns, there'll be
Okay.
columns there.
My thieves' tools has probably got lock picks and like a little bit of pliers and stuff like that. I'm gonna try and delicately navigate myself around it to disengage any kind of trigger switch
Okay.
if I can.
Give me a dexterity save.
Dexterity
I mean,
save.
dexterity check.
Okay, that's my thieves' tools check anyway. Okay,
Yeah, let's
cool.
do that. Yeah, that's what I meant.
Let me do this. That's a 15. And that would be a total of 19. And let's see if that works.
You put your tool around there and it catches something like a tube, and you're able to kind of cut it. And when you cut it, you realize that you're able to open the sarcophagus. Unfortunately, it's empty, but you see the tube had some form of acid in it that would have shot out at everyone.
Okay.
It had a mechanism that would shoot it out. The acid would shoot out probably in a wide spray.
Is there a vial of acid then?
Yeah, there would be a vial of acid locked in there still.
Can I remove the vial of acid safely?
Yes, you can have the vial acid.
Hooray.
Tordic, while he's doing this, you notice there's like a little crawl space here that would lead somewhere down this way.
There appears to be a crawl space here.
It's a very narrow tunnel.
Is it
it's only 2 feet wide.
Like something like a ghoul dug it again? Like those that we saw?
Doesn't look the same as a ghoul, but it's possible something dug it. It's just a small, narrow tunnel.
I told you, this was booby-trapped, so there will be more of these traps throughout this dungeon. I know it. Let's do that same thing over here and check this sarcophagus. If you will shine the light over here. And I'll inspect the sarcophagus with my magnifying glass.
I'm not going to make you roll for it. You find the same trap there. There's acid traps on both of these false sarcophaguses.
I'm going to try and deactivate this one as well.
Okay, if you want to collect the acid, yes.
I don't know that it's empty.
What?
I wouldn't know that it's empty, though.
Well, I was just saving you the time. You could have the acid. I don't want you to have to keep rolling for the same thing.
Oh,
Issues.
so I just get it and have
Yeah, I'm
the
just
acid?
saying, let's just go. You
Okay,
got it.
very good.
You pass it once, no reason to do it twice.
Okay,
There's
very
no
good.
treasure in there. If there's treasure, I'd have you do it again, but
Okay. I'll take the acid.
I say you just went through the
Treasures.
same thing, yeah.
Buried
Like,
treasures.
Like rubble on the floor around this hole?
No, it looks like it was built into it somehow. Maybe the workers made it. It's a very small hole. You'd have to crawl on your hands and knees to crawl through it.
And where's the hole?
It's
It
right
looks like
here
it-
on this, in this wall. I didn't bother to build a hole this time. It's just kind of loops down.
I'm not sure how I feel about holes. You know the small passageway we ran into before. You weren't there, Wilkins. Small passage that ghouls were traveling back and
Can
forth.
I shine
through
the
walls.
bullseye lantern in it? And see?
Yes, you can see it kind of spins off southward.
And inside the hole, is it dirt or is it stone?
No, it's stonework just like this.
Oh, it's stone made, so.
Still, one small shift and the whole thing comes down on all of us.
I'll go.
No, I don't want you to do that.
Let's investigate first.
Let's investigate an easier path
Yeah.
first.
I'll do that too.
We're going to head back this way, and I think we're going to head back to this room,
Okay.
and I think we should go this way.
Go this way and see.
Again, using my 10-foot pole, I'd like to shine the light down the hallway first.
Yeah.
Shine the light down the hallway, and I'm going to use my magnifying glass to see if I
What'd
see
you
any
see?
tripwires or anything like that. I'm also thinking of traps that might shoot arrows through the walls. And I'm going to step forward with my
stick's
stick.
hitting the floor.
Yes, I'm using I'm like a blind man trying. I'm trying to find.
So Chad, your stick goes through the floor, and all of a sudden
Shakunk.
the stuff falls aside, and it's a false floor here. But
Oh
you do
my
not walk
God.
into it.
That's a
And there's rusty
get a
old
picture of that.
rusty
shit.
old swords and stuff that are protruding out of the ground that would have caught you had you
What
fallen
a creative way to make a black hole.
So you were able to get past. Well, you were able to break it. Now, if you want to cross it, of course you're gonna have to jump. Now it takes 10 feet to jump, right? So 5, 10, you have enough to jump if you guys would like to make the jump.
Yeah, it's a strength score.
Yes.
So my strength score
Yes.
is 9 though, so it's not quite enough.
Well,
Let me see. I could do an acrobatics check to try and kick off of the wall here and go over.
sounds good. I like it.
Yours.
My acrobatics check equals 17.
Sounds
17.
good.
Can I examine and see if there's a way across that maybe something worked into the stone?
No.
No.
Can I make it
It's
across?
clearly yes, you made it cross. It's been built to trap people. I mean, obviously it's to protect the crypt.
Mm-hmm.
What's happened?
Do you Misty Step or something?
No, I'm walking back there and I'm going through that little tiny passage.
You're gonna. Go...
I have a 9 too, so I can't make it across.
Oh. Well, when you're going, like she's like, "Where are you going? What are you doing?" Like she catches you as you're walking by. Where are you going?
You missed your chance, sister. You're with him now.
Keep going.
Right.
He's got an oily hand that slips out of her.
You're just gonna let him go off by himself, Mikey? Anything you want to say or do?
Where are you going?
I can't get past that. I'm going the other way.
Oh,
The
across
motherfucker can fly. He's a strange bird.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Low ceilings.
She's like, I can't see. I'd follow you towards it.
I have
Wherever
a
you
climber's kit. You have a climber's kit.
I have a
Just climb
climber's
up
kit.
along the wall.
go.
Yeah,
Okay, so
Climb along the wall.
yeah, we can put pittons and
Yeah, climb along the wall.
we can climb across.
well then we'll go to Trenton.
Yeah, he's gone. He's doing his thing.
So you go through. You're gonna get on your hands and knees and go through the hole.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You're on your hands and knees and you're crawling, and then all of a sudden you hear, and you've activated a pressure plate,
Uh-oh.
and the walls around you collapse. You're buried in this tunnel.
Oops.
Okay, how are you gonna get out of this one? We don't
You're
give a shit.
blinded and you're restrained.
You can talk to me through your mind.
Can't penetrate barriers like this.
You're within a mile of me. I can.
We need to look up the suffocation rules.
Uh-oh.
So yes, you're trapped in there right now.
Where's the old man?
He went back to the hole, I think,
And we hear the rumbling.
Yes, you can hear the cave and
and that doesn't
now you
sound good at all.
you know the echo of the cave. So there's an entryway on this side, somewhere over here. So you wouldn't have to go all the way back if you don't want to, but you know there's an exit somewhere over here.
I'm going to step to the door here and try and look around the room and see if there's anything that's dangerous, like an enemy or something.
There's a dead horse buried here, and you can kind of see the dust is coming out of this side.
Okay.
That's where the cave-in had occurred.
Oh, suffocation sucks.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
That's like death instantly.
Okay, we gotta.
I'm gonna run back around because I figure it'd be faster for me to try and dig him out from that side.
Well, let's do this right. So what's the
I guess-
suffocation rules real quick? Good thing he could talk to you through his mind.
Yeah.
That's huge.
Yeah.
That's step one.
I made a I made a connection with you guys earlier. It's like 8 hours.
Might have to get the rule book out. Rule book. Rules.
I've
It's free for me to do that once a day. It
3
costs me
minutes.
like-
He's got 3 minutes. So for you to move, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She has to follow you, or she's like, well, no, she's like, I'll come with you. You move to here, so that's 6 seconds. Now we'll go from there. That's you know what? He's got 3 minutes, which is a long time. You're probably gonna be able to get to him. Only a creature that's not trapped can tunnel the way clear. So Chad, you need to dig.
I've got a crowbar.
Okay.
I got a crowbar. I'm going to use that to try and pull the rocks away and just throw them aside to try and dig him out.
It'll be 24 seconds for him to get over to me.
Okay, so 24 seconds. So we're basically half a minute.
Okay.
He's on this other side. You're digging on the other side.
Yep.
He's digging on this side.
You might have tools other than that I don't have. But I have a crowbar, I know that.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking I could use that. I have a battle axe or a great axe. I could shovel with both his rocks.
There you go, yeah.
I could just
it's
pull
rocks,
rocks,
stone, and
hand them to her, and
dirt.
Yeah.
I will say yes. I mean, I'd love for him to come up and that your guy gets to see him first.
Oh,
That
hold
would
on.
be-
Can I do anything?
You are restrained, and
Unless
you
you have
are blinded.
telekinesis of some kind.
Yes. But I'm saying they dig faster,
Right.
and it leaves you with the dead horse.
Right.
I'm restrained.
Uh-huh.
So can you do somatic components when you're restrained?
No.
Chad, just remember, there's no
can't
use
move your
flogging a
hands.
dead horse.
Right.
It's like the rocks are crumbling on you.
Okay, I'm gonna say just get my hands free.
I'll say
If I can see his feet, can I
yes.
just grab
I'll
him?
say you guys pull him out
Okay.
safely. We're gonna go back to Chad. How do you want to deal with the horse?
I turn around
Are
and
you okay?
I see the dead horse and I
Yep, just as I planned.
go, I'm alone in this part of the dungeon and there's a dead horse in front of me.
The horse,
Come back to the hole.
it starts to
Hold
knit
on.
itself together,
And something bad is
and
happening.
it rises up, and it stands there in front of you.
Hold on. So now the tunnel that I'm in front of is collapsed in, like there's
Yes,
earth. in
there's
front
no
of it.
way.
I'm gonna use mold earth.
Okay,
I just want to push the earth through the tunnel and start crawling back through it.
so it pushes the earth, comes out this second,
Just
pushing you forward to the
an
horse.
avalanche of rocks comes out of the hole
Yeah.
on the other side, and I crawl out and I just go, "Yep, just as I planned."
The horse just looks at you, Chad. What do you do? It's a skeletal horse.
I say greetings in Sylvan. Does it say anything back?
It neighs.
I almost die in a tunnel, and you're in here horsing around.
Guessing you guys would come through the tunnel too.
Yeah.
Is this a dead end?
Yep.
Oh, well, this sucks.
Start crawling back through the
I have
tunnel.
my father's ashes with me. It's a. I said it was this. It's like a little urn, and like it's like maybe I'll say maybe it's like a special like sack that I keep below my shirt or something. I pull this up and hold them in front of the horse.
The
And I
horse
say-
puts his mouth, his head in the palm of your hand.
Okay.
You have a spectral mount now, or a skeleton mount. He's befriended you, and he's bonded with you.
Spectral horse.
Well, I'm sorry, I should just say he's a skeleton mount, but I mean he's kind of spectral-like. But you get he was the old Dragon Slayer's horse, but now through some form of magic, he's now your mount.
Spectral horse. Goodbye, Fern.
So-
Go off to pastures unknown.
Why did you get
That
all
guy.
the cool stuff? You get lightning powers, you get a horse mount.
Because he did go through the tunnel.
I guess.
Listen, I almost had you pull him out. And I was like, man, one of them's gonna get this horse. So yes, we'll get you a horse mount. We'll get a mini.
Yeah.
But he's bonded with
I
you,
might have something.
and I'll let you even talk to him telepathically and stuff. Okay.
Yeah, I'll have to look at the rules for that. Yeah.
Yep.
Does he poof in and out of existence, or is he always there? Or?
He could probably knit himself back together, turn into a pile of bones to hide and shit like that. That'd be kind of
Carry him around in a bag.
Yeah.
Bag of horse bones.
We'll come up with something
I didn't
cool.
know if he was like the Skyrim horse that would just like show up every once in a while. And
He's
it's like,
friendly. He's a friendly horse. There you go.
I seem to have made a friend.
How do you guys want to proceed?
That's not going to be a very comfortable ride.
Back through the tunnel.
All the bones.
Is there
We'll have
anything
to
else
go-
in here?
What's that? No, just the
Just
Oh,
to crawl
horse.
back through the tunnel.
I wonder why that had the hole. To protect the horse from getting out?
No, it was
Yes,
because
that
the
was
other
right.
way was just a drop out. That was my assumption, is that was the real way through, and
Both
then
passages to this room were booby trapped.
And the sarcophagus is what we trapped.
I was like, this is going
Yeah.
to be the secret passage, and the other one is booby trapped.
This is a
But anyway.
dangerous place. Obviously, they don't want us finding the sword.
Yeah.
Old Man Welkins is just going to crawl back through the tunnel.
I jump on the horse's back and jump over the
Fair.
fucking-
Fair.
and right over here.
Yep. So, how are you guys gonna handle this? You gonna
I
just
guess
go
we'll
around?
go
I'm gonna
back,
go back around the
back to
tunnel.
the hole, right?
All right. This I'm getting dirty. This is ridiculous.
Yeah.
I know you're a dwarf and you diggy, but I mean, you know.
You get diggy with it. Hey,
I
na
did
na
not
na na
I did not
na.
mean to set you up. Well, which way does the air smell less foul?
I can't tell now. My new friend smells pretty great. Everywhere we go.
What?
Don't you? We shall proceed to the next passageway. Again, we must proceed with precautions. And, Wilkins, if you will, please don't go charging down the new tunnels without us. Is anything broken?
Yeah, the tunnel collapsed.
I will inspect this hallway as we did before. Shine the bulb, the lantern for me, if you will.
Yeah, put me up there.
I'm looking for tripwires in the hallway. I want to try and look for slots in the walls, and I want to also use my stick to check for pressure plates.
You staying on the back of the horse doing this?
No, I'm leaving the horse right. I'm going to say just like, hang out here, buddy.
Ooh, horses can't climb stairs. You're gonna have to leave them down here forever.
Turn into a bag of bones.
I did bring a sack with me.
Again, you find another false floor. It appears.
Well, there's no getting through this way.
It appears your stick is really coming in handy here.
Another false hole here. Shine the light down there. What's down there?
More of those swords that are pointed upwards.
How far is the
definitely
drop?
impale. The drop is 10 feet deep. It's dug out of the earth. Rows of rusty swords embedded into the floor of each pit.
I'm going to get my climber's kit out. And this time I'm going to climb along the walls around it.
All right. How do you guys want to proceed over it?
I'll just keep guard here.
Can we, I'll put a pit in the wall and you put a pit in the wall and we'll put a rope?
That way if one of us if you fall,
we have a safety
we'll
rope.
have a rope.
All right, so you're able to attach your ropes. If you guys would like to cross it with the ropes, I'll allow that.
Okay.
Yeah, the climber's kit, you put like a pitton in the wall in it so that if you do let go,
You just hang like,
you can dangle.
Well, we'll say everybody crosses safely
Come with
if
us.
you'd like.
All right.
I guess.
We'll build a pulley system.
And you walk into this room, you see, I'm going to put this, just pretend like this is over this bone.
What is this?
I know it's a big ass sword.
It's a large sword.
Well, because it's a big dragon.
Two sarcophaguses are in alcoves. And then at the end, you see a huge dragon skull. And resting on the dragon skull is a giant long sword. You can kind of make out the sarcophaguses. One says Tamrir Aldongar, who was the dragon slayer, and next to the other one is her faithful squire. How do you
There's
want
another.
to proceed?
There's
He
another one
wasn't-
here. I
Yeah.
can't see.
Yeah.
Interesting story about her. Her squire wasn't dead when she died, but she demanded to be buried with him, so they just put him in the coffin anyway. And he's still there.
If you'll shine the light on the sarcophagus, I will check it for traps.
Sure.
Do you need me to make an investigation?
Please.
You moving in?
Sure.
Oh, there's a 9, but I want to do something.
Mm-hmm.
I want to try and use my psychic ability to bolster this. Let's see if it
Okay.
works.
You don't fit. You don't fit.
That gives me an extra 7 to investigation. So it's going to be 16 plus investigation. So 21.
You remove the lid because there's no traps.
Okay.
Inside you find the moldy bones and rusty armor of Tamir, but nothing of value.
That's one of my dice.
What are you doing, Mike D? What are you doing, Trent?
Holding the light.
Okay, what are you doing, Trenton? Stand by a big old sword.
Just looking at it.
I'll close the sarcophagus.
Okay.
This is her remains. But the sword seems to be there. I'm not sure that it's necessary to dig up.
Well, that's the squire, right?
Well, that's her.
Oh, that was her that we opened?
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter.
Oh,
Yes,
okay.
They opened up, and I would say it's the same with the squire. No reason to go through
There's
all
no
that.
reason to desecrate her squire's
Yeah.
tomb. That
But-
appears to be the
Okay.
sword.
It appears the Dragon Slayer sword is rested upon the dragon's skull. That was the dragon. She killed the green dragon. She buried him with her.
I will inspect the sword with my magnifying glass to see if there's any traps attached to it.
It's a giant sword, though?
That's the only sword I could find that I thought.
Well, no, but I thought you said it was
It's a long sword. It's a long sword.
Oh,
it's a Dragon Slayer long sword.
It's that big.
Well,
If I seize it,
I thought-
it
if I
pieces.
seize it, it beats it. It takes 4 of us to wield it.
Listen, size doesn't matter. It's the motion of the
I want to make
wrist.
sure it's not attached to any wires or anything that might trip something.
You don't even have to look. It's not attached to anything. There is no traps connected to it.
I pick it up. It's like covered in moss and stuff like that, and I just Conan it, gang it against the wall, and all the crust and shit falls off the blade, and it shines just as bright as it did the day that it's down here.
Old Man Wilkins, while he's...
Does a 19 hit, Chad?
Oh.
Me, yeah.
Okay. You take 10 points bludgeoning damage. You are smashed upside the head. Please roll for initiative.
Damn it.
Oh, okay.
What did you do to him?
Fucking goddamn it. Which guy's got?
19.
19?
4. How much did I take? 9?
10.
10.
9 points of bludgeoning damage?
What you got, Trent?
10.
10. Alright. Chad, you're going to get... wait,
So, was that 9
Mike,
points of bludgeoning
you had
damage?
19. It was 10 points bludgeoning damage.
Oh, okay. From an unseen...
From unseen.
Okay.
It's your turn. What do you do?
Me?
Yes.
So something in the room is invisible and hit me, right?
Yep.
It's a ghost.
I stagger back a little bit like I'm fucking just blown away by this, but I instantly think, because I can't see anything in the room, reach back into my little utility belt, my Batman utility belt, and I grab a fistful of salt and I throw it like a cloud in front of me.
Okay.
See if I can make if it hits something invisible and makes a shape or anything like that.
Roll a d20.
Yeah, 4.
Whatever direction, whatever hit you moved, and your salt doesn't hit anything.
Okay. Something just smashed me upside the head. I say to you guys to warn you. And I'll just ready a psychic blade in case something does manifest and attack me again. I'll try and use a reaction to hit.
Okay. What do you got, Trent?
If I can do all that in one turn, I don't know if throwing salt's probably an action, so I don't know if I can ready an action.
I'll let you ready an action. The salt was, it was a nice try. I like it.
I got stuff in my fucking utility belt to fucking keep me from doing this kind of shit, but then I roll fucking 1s and 4s all night.
Never fails.
I have the will, wait, and curse too. If I don't roll with advantage, it seems like I'm always a. Sometimes I get away with it. Sometimes I get away with it.
You guys talk while you're surrounded by this creature.
No, I cast Detect Thoughts, so if there's any thinking creature within any kind of 35 feet, I believe, I can detect where it is.
Thinking creature. That's the key word.
This is where his channel divinity would come in
Yeah.
handy.
I'll do it again once I get to it.
The only thought you'll get is that it's protecting. It's
I
guarding. That's all
Let
you're
me
gonna
read
get.
what
You
I'm
feel
trying
it. You get this vision that it's a guard.
Detect the presence of thinking creatures you can't see when you cast a spell. So basically, all I was trying to do was
I don't necessarily
figure out where it is. Basically,
Yeah, I don't
can't
think
see
it's.
it.
I don't think it's thinking. It's in the room. I'll give you that. It's in the room. It's within 10 feet of the group.
Okay, well, I mean,
but it
if
doesn't
you
have
guys
any
were
real-
all out of the room,
Yeah.
I could fuck it up. But
It doesn't really have any thought.
I can't do anything while you guys are in the room too.
Say something. Tell us to run out of the room.
What's Mike D got?
I'll use my that divine sense. Yeah.
That might up your action though. I don't
It's
know if it
as
does.
an action. Yeah.
I mean, when in Rome.
Mhm.
How does this work? I'm sorry.
It's I detect until the end of my next turn. I sense the type, location, if not behind total cover, and I can sense celestial, fiend, undead, consecrated, desecrated, within 60 feet.
You sense none of those things.
Shit. Which means this is
It's an unseen servant, basically.
a magical, arcane.
You got anything else, Mike,
Enemy.
that you can do?
Well, that I can't make an attack, can I?
It was your action.
No, that was your action.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it.
We don't
I
know
guess.
what we're up against.
Yeah.
21, Chad.
Oh yeah.
10 points bludgeoning damage. Second attack.
Can any of us even use a long sword?
Another 21, so 20 points bludgeoning damage.
See, I'm gonna get fucking killed, and I can't take my reaction to take half damage either because I can't see him.
No reaction on it because he's invisible.
So get out.
I'm gonna have to. I have to leave.
It's your turn, Chad.
Yeah, everybody get out. And
Disengage, and I run out.
I'll kill it.
I run as far as I can to the hole.
Do you want to do anything else?
It was a bonus action to do that. I might drink a potion. I'm gonna drink a healing potion. That's it.
March.
I
want her to leave.
Yeah, she would leave. Yeah, you can
Yeah.
have her leave. Yeah.
I think it's 2d4s, right?
Right.
Am I good to go?
Yep. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Old Man Wilkins walks out of this room, and then he holds up his hands, and for a moment, just a small speck of darkness sparks into the room.
Yeah.
And then it sparks again and begins expanding until the entirety of the room is filled with a black and bitter cold. A void, like a black hole, has opened into the room.
Okay.
And a cacophony of soft whispers and slurping noises is emerging from the room. No light, magical or otherwise, can illuminate the area, and all the creatures in there are fully blinded. So now it can't see us, bitch. And it has warped the fabric of space and reality. It is difficult terrain, and any creature that starts its turn there is going to take 2d6s of cold damage.
Okay.
And it's difficult terrain, so it... Let's see, my turn.
All those 2d6s. What do you do, Mike D?
If you retreat back to me, Tordek, I can try and set up something that will make him see us, but unless you've got tricks that you can do, I don't fucking
I
know. I'll
wonder
help
if we
He still has the sword?
That's what yeah, he still has the sword.
I had picked it up, yeah. I didn't think about that.
I'm thinking that it's the fucking sword attacking you. I'm thinking that it's a defense mechanism inside the sword and there's no monster.
Well, we'll know when it knocks me upside the head.
when that happens, do we see anything?
No, it's blackness. Pure. He says void.
Oh,
It's a void.
I got you. Alright, I'll retreat back.
I mean, I guess you said it got cold too.
It's a cold, dark void. I've opened a portal to another world. It's filled with tentacles that are rubbing up against any creatures that are in there. So at the start of its turn, it's going to take 2d6 cold damage, and if it ends its turn in here, it's going to take 2d6 acid damage. It's also difficult terrain because it's a black hole, so it's pulling things in.
What the hell was that? We were just talking about a smite earlier where it turns invisible stuff visible.
Did you have that in your spells?
He did.
Yeah.
And we did talk about it earlier.
Yeah. I can't remember the name. What's the name of that one? That's
It was,
and it's here Searing Smite?
No.
Oh,
It was start
Branding
with B.
Smite.
Branding Smite.
Branding Smite, yep. That's why I was wondering if I could see it.
You can't. We can't see it.
Well, read the spell.
The next time you hit a creature with a weapon attack before the spell ends, the weapon gleams with astral radiance. As you strike, the attack deals an extra 2d6 radiant damage to the target, which becomes visible if it is invisible. Which it would, but would I have to know where it is?
Yeah, you gotta find it first.
Yeah.
Or you get creative.
And the target
I'm
sheds
trying to
dim
get
light.
creative. I'm gonna
No. I'm saying Mike D.
Yeah.
creative.
I'm gonna try to on my turn now. I'm gonna get fucking
So
creative.
I will.
This fucking salt thing, it's gotta work.
Yeah, I'll swing.
I was gonna use oil.
I was gonna throw salt out on the ground so that it looks like we can see his footprints.
Can I just swing into the opening?
Smash the wall. Yeah, I
Yeah.
like that. Now the only question is, you moved whatever's in that room to another dimension or something?
It's still in here.
Okay, still in this room. Okay.
It's just all of this is
Okay.
black and
Okay.
it's difficult
Yes,
to
then
read.
you can hit the wall. Yeah,
Okay.
hit the wall, and I'll let the ability. You won't do any damage.
So that's going to be a.
What are you doing?
He's taking his hammer. He's going to
Yeah.
smash the wall.
So that's going to be a 17.
Okay. The spark from the hammer illuminates enough that it comes invisible. Okay. His smite branded it, but it's still in your void.
Okay.
Okay. So just you kind of get a glimpse of it.
So can I move and attack
We can't
again?
see through that, can we?
Well, that was your attack.
Yeah, but I have
it
2
can't be
attacks.
illuminated by magic.
Well, I don't. Can he go in that room?
you can't illuminate anything in that black void, though, man. That's the rules of that spell. The thing that Trenton cast. I don't know if that
Oh,
will work.
okay.
Well, I'm
It's up
saying
to
that by him hitting the wall, it sent a vibration of light through there that might have just reflected off of it.
Yeah.
I like that Mike D's being creative.
Okay.
I want to
All right,
reward him
yeah.
for doing something like that. If you want to say he disappeared just like that, that's fine too. He's gone. You know there's some kind of invisible stalker-like motherfucker in this room. So you got a
We
flash.
don't need this here.
Okay.
I mean, it's just in
Yes.
this room.
So you got a flash of there. It's not the sword now. You know it's the creature. So that was important.
So I can't move up and attack him?
Well, you could try, but now he's gone invisible because of the void.
If you go in there,
If you go in there, you're going to take damage
hurt.
too.
Oh,
It's
I'll
an
take
area.
damage
Yeah.
too.
You
Okay.
can. You can do
That's
whatever
why
you
he
want
wanted
to
us out of the room. It'll fuck us
gotcha.
up. You
I
can do what
gotcha.
you want, but
So, did it start its turn here?
It will when it gets to its turn. As soon as Mike D tells me he's done.
Yeah, I mean, if I can't go in the room, I'll just stay here.
Yeah, he's gonna. He's gonna want to move out of the room.
And will it? Does it end its turn there based on its speed? It takes
No, it's
half
going to be able to
movement.
get out of it. So let's
With
roll
half
whatever
movement?
damage for it moving through it.
No, it takes half movement. If it ends its turn there, that's it.
It's not. It can make it. It can
Okay.
use half its move and get out of there. That's what
Okay.
I'm saying. Yeah, he can get out of there. So roll the damage that he would take escaping the room.
He's not going to take.
he
Why?
starts his turn there.
He's gonna.
Yeah,
start
he took 6 damage.
Oh, I haven't done that yet. Okay,
Yeah,
I
it's
didn't.
it.
I
It's
didn't do
6.
that. Okay.
Yeah, I rolled it earlier.
He's
yeah,
going to
do
come
earlier.
out, but he cannot do anything this turn. So
Yeah, well, he can't. I don't think he can get past us either, can he?
What is he? I know, I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah,
That's what it
he
comes
is.
down to, I guess.
Now it's what, your turn?
I don't know.
yes, we're going back to chat.
Okay.
But if he runs past us, do we get opportunity to attack?
We can't see it, so no, we can't.
Yeah,
take
you can't get opportunity
attacks.
attack unless you see it.
I take
Oh.
the rest of this. I have a pound of salt. I take the rest of it and I just coat the whole fucking hallway with it so that if it walks in the fucking salt, we can see where it's standing.
Okay, I like that. That's good too. That's good stuff.
That's my action.
What do you want to do, Trenton?
I have a vial of oil. I'm gonna throw it straight forward.
Okay. I'll say that you get a glimpse of him right in front of you. Yeah, he's right. Boom.
Is a covered with oil.
Yes, he's got oil dripping on him. You kind of got a good visual of him for a moment.
Okay. Well, I don't. Is that would that be an action to like
I'll let you just toss the oil. That's cool.
Okay. Well, then I will cast Firebolt on it.
I mean, I'd like you guys to be able to compete and do
Firebolt.
something. Yes, Firebolt.
18 to hit.
18 will hit.
A 9. That's a 9, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because that would be 90. 15 damage.
Okay.
And that's the end of my turn.
And then it's gonna be up to you, Mike D.
Can I still see him on fire?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
he's just there's some flame going on the oil.
Okay. I will.
Well, and also we know he hasn't moved.
Yeah.
No.
Is that advantage or no?
No.
Alright. So, first attack. Natural 20.
Huzzah!
I'll get it. I'll
And
get it.
here's where you should fucking smite.
Well, I was going to do that branding smite again, which is. So that's going to
Doesn't matter what smite you do.
If
you
he branding smites, he can't turn invisible.
He can't turn
That's the
invisible
thing.
again.
I'm just
Yeah.
saying, you can toss those out and they get doubled as well.
Right. So that is going to be 2d6 plus 5. Alright, so that is 16. And then it would just be another 12.
So 23 total and then plus
23
5.
total.
28 total.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's when you needed it.
Yeah. And then we get to throw in the smite, which is 2d6 radiant damage.
Which is...
What? Well, how could? Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah.
I went off your regular smite.
So 6.
All right.
And then
Radiant.
12
So
more.
it's 12. Okay.
Yeah, so
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right.
So
You cannot tell if
And-
he's bloodied or he's battered or what, but now he can't turn invisible, right?
second attack.
Oh, okay.
And you get a
And
third
that's going to
too.
be
These three
a
attacks are
20.
No, he
I had a nat 20, so I
Crit,
get
so he
a
gets to do
bonus,
the bonus
as a
action
great
attack.
weapon master.
Oh.
So that's going to be a 22.
That will hit.
Okay, and then I'm going to use my regular smite, which is the... Alright, find it first.
The regular smite's got to be those dice. It's got to be those
Yeah,
dice.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Regular smite's just d8s, yeah.
Yeah, it's 2d8s, right? That first level?
Yeah, that's why I bought
Yes.
you D8s.
Yes.
Alright, so that's going to be
11, right?
5 plus
11.
5, so that's going to be, 10. Oh no,
Because I thought you added 6.
10. Yeah, I had 5.
Okay. 10.
10. Okay, so that's 10 bludgeoning, and then the radiant is 8 and 4, so 12 radiant.
Okay.
And you get a third attack.
Yep.
Wow, jeez, man.
Well, because the
Yeah,
crit.
jeez.
So that's going to be, that was a good roll. That's 27.
Yeah, he's bringing it now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be 13.
Okay.
And smite again. And that one is... That's 7.
Sorry.
And 8. So 15
Okay.
radiant.
Beautiful.
And that's it.
All right.
And he glows.
He's glowing like a
Yeah.
motherfucker. You see this invisible stalker in front of you.
He sheds dim light, actually.
Okay, he's shedding dim
Yeah.
light. And he is going to try to push Trenton.
And that's up to 1 minute.
Strength check.
Oh. Strength, I'm good at that. 4.
All right, I rolled a 13. So he's going to push you out of the way. And he's going to go around. And I will let you, if you want, to have. He's going towards Chad.
Did I get an opportunity attack?
Yeah. I'll let you guys have the opportunity attack.
I can't do that for an opportunity. Oh, natural 20.
And I had a dirty 20.
Oh boy, we got double 20s. Okay, roll for damage.
So I can't smite on that one, can I?
I think you can. I don't know. I believe so.
No.
You can, but you won't need to. This is going to be good. Come on, boys, finish it good.
So
No matter what they do, this is just there's no way this thing can survive. So you guys work together. You both got reactionary attacks to hit this sucker.
So which one of us?
Yeah, so it pushes past both of you. It pushes you out of the way and tries to go past both of you because it's going for Chad because Chad has the sword.
I dealt 9 damage.
It's locked to the sword. It only had 10 hit points. You hit it for 9.
Yeah,
He hit it for 11. So how do you, the two of you together,
What'd you hit
kill it?
I hit it with a dagger. That's it. But I only dealt 9.
Alright, so
But you don't know it to kill it. You guys don't know which one to kill.
as it's running past me,
You got
I
it.
smack it in the chest with the hammer, and it falls back on him with his dagger out. Do something cool with the dagger.
That's it. Can fall onto my dagger. That's fine.
Rip it over.
But I mean, you got it. I mean, I couldn't have even gotten an opportunity attack before you killed it.
Listen, no, you guys
Anyway.
both killed it at the same time.
And then it falls over and makes a snow angel in my salt.
Yeah.
I always wonder how you guys would handle that.
Man.
Spy
That's funny, we were just talking about
carrying
that
around a
smite.
bucket of paint.
That's why I was like, he should just keep that.
I have all kinds of stuff in my
Oh,
tool
just
belt
keep
to
it.
try and
I've always been like,
uncover
as a
these
player, the first thing I
invisible
always
motherfuckers.
want to do is buy a bucket of paint, so that when we encounter inevitably something that's invisible, I can just go.
Yeah.
Me too.
I still think you guys
Not
got very
invisible
creative.
anymore.
And if you had told me that you had banished him to another plane, he wouldn't have been able to track Chad anymore.
No, it wasn't. It's not.
That's the thing. He's linked to Chad. As soon as Chad touched that sword,
I thought
he
so.
was linked to him no matter what. Now, if you had put the sword back, no problem. You guys were blocking his way. So I had decided when you blocked his way, he's not trying to hurt you guys. So he was just push you out of the way. Unfortunately, Mike D rolled natural 20s and shit and hit him with 3 hits
Mm-hmm.
and knocked him down to 10 hit points.
Is this just a skull?
Yep.
It's just a dragon skull.
I want him to wear it.
That was a close one.
That was spitting blood out of my mouth.
Yeah.
I can give you hit points.
That would be good.
It's I think 2d8.
You have,
He's like, we're out of here, bitch.
you have a pool of 25 if you wanted to use that too.
Yeah. Well, I get the free ones from killing it,
Oh,
right?
I don't know what you got going
Sure.
Yeah. I think it's 2d8.
Yes, you got the free ones from killing it.
Do we even need to go in here? I mean, I guess we
It's
should.
entirely up to you guys.
We can go look, right?
I'll.
on. It's worth a look.
Okay.
Yeah.
None of the other rooms have baddies.
You know what? I'll just touch you and give you the 25.
You don't have to give me all 25. Just give me like 10.
Does that get you back to full health?
No.
Yeah, take it all.
He's giving it to you. Take it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Listen. Mike D's
I
being,
think my other's actually just temporary hit points, anyways. So.
he's being creative.
Yeah.
He's
Very
very
nice.
vicious. He's hitting natural 20s. Let the motherfucker roll.
Thank you, Toda.
I can't. Tora, you have done it again. You have protected the party.
Can't believe
You
that
can
worked
pray
out.
together now.
I couldn't even see it. It was so dark. But I know when you lit it up, that was your radiant power.
I'm going to use my
Yeah.
climber's kit and climb back around.
You're
this
like,
way.
I don't want to hear this shit anymore. I'm getting out of here.
That's how he flies.
Woo! Like the fucking TARDIS.
Yes! Yes! He spins!
Sorry.
Sorry, put that on your playlist. Doctor Who's theme.
Okay.
And since you've been checking pretty thoroughly, Chad, there's another pit trap there. Of course, you guys are going to probably cross it with your ropes and stuff like that.
Climber's kit over.
No
to the
reason
other
to.
side.
Yeah.
What do we see? What do our elf eyes?
Well,
my
you come in
elf eyes
here,
see?
and there are 4 sarcophagus. Each one's an alcove with moldy bones. One, you see, was a barbarian. Another, you see, was an elf ranger. Another was a dwarf. And the last was a wizard. These heroes who quested have been laid to rest here. They fought alongside the Dragon Slayer, and they were laid to rest with her. That was my hero's quest joke.
Okay, bye!
That's fun. I'll go and inspect all the bones and see if
You
and see what their names are.
you check for traps. You find no traps. You come across. There's the first one you come across, of course, is the barbarian. Then there's the wizard. When you go to the wizard, he has a necklace.
I bet he knows.
Yeah, he's buried with a necklace.
Those wizards love their jewelry.
So, so here's the Dragon Slayer sword. You collect it. A necklace of fireballs, and then when you check
Why
the
you do that
elf,
to me?
Because I thought
when you
I
check
went
the elf, the
barbarian.
elf has a lute of illusion, and I'm just
I
gonna
want
say
that.
that you guys
Alright.
know what's up.
Check it all out.
Yep, that's the treasures you find in that room. That was buried with those heroes who quested so long ago, who are unpainted, red in their graves. But don't forget the best treasure of all, Chad.
The horse.
bony
Friends
horse.
we made along the way. Oh.
The horse.
Of course.
And with that, you've cleared the Dragon Burrow crypt. You
Cleared
now
the
have
burrow.
you have the Dragon
Oh,
Slayer sword, which does, I believe it's like 3d8s or 3d6
3d6
towards the dragon.
towards the dragon. So it's a good weapon to use against the dragon should you fight it. Trent will come up with something funny with the Lute of Illusions.
Okay.
I am going to take
Read
out
it.
the loot.
And everybody survives.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
And play it terribly. I play it absolutely terribly. And I go, it's out of tune. I just have to tune that up.
This is a necklace of fireballs.
That fire dragon, cold dragons don't like fire, do they?
No, they don't.
That could come in handy, Tordik.
They are two mighty weapons.
But how many weapons do you have attuned to yourself, Tordik? That magic hammer has to be attuned, I'm sorry.
Oh, it does?
Yes. I believe so, yes. I'll double check. I'll just double check to play it safe.
I didn't have a thing for that.
No, it was no card except for
Oh.
me just to give you, but
These don't say attunement required.
nope, you don't have to attune it, never mind. I apologize. Nope, you don't have to. You're good. Now, if those don't say you have to attune, don't worry. I just was making conversation with this girl, okay?
Yeah.
Look, she's tired of talking about praying, you know?
No, we can. I don't
We
think
go
we have to
and
attune
lay in
these.
his bedroom and we pray, and that's it. There's no glory.
Pretty glorious.
As Wilkins begins to become more in tune with his new lute that he is definitely proficient in playing, because he's proficient with one type of musical instrument, cherry blossom petals begin to fall around him, and it's gorgeous and beautiful and very ephemeral.